So, hello and welcome to another episode of the Happiness Revolution, where I talk about age old wisdom that will change your life and make the world a better place. So, I'm going to talk about how to be better at sex or how to be good at sex. And the question might be, before I even talk about that, how does that make the world a better place? Because everything I talk about is about making you a different or a better person, the kind of person you would like to be, a better version of yourself, using your innate abilities, your natural abilities, to make the world a better place. So how is being better at sex make the world a better place? That's one question I want to answer, and I also want to show that in my talks, my chats, these spiritual ideas, they're not illogical things. They are increasingly backed up by psychologists, surveys, scientists, and stuff like that. And I'll try to refer to those videos and things, or maybe put a link or something in the description of the video so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's do one thing at a time. How can you be better at sex? And these are spiritual ideas that make you physically and mentally and blah 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 better. So one key thing is, as I always say, try to be a better person, because as soon as you become a better person, this is one of the key principles, when you're a good person, whatever good you do for your own benefit. It's like a karma thing, a good karma thing, right? You can use that terminology if you want. If you do something good, you become a better person, you reach out to more people, more better people, you connect in better ways, and all sorts of good things happen. When you're bad, you go into a little shell of negativity and limited connections, and you don't train yourself to become a better person. So being good makes you exert yourself to become a better person, like exercising your good personality makes you more capable. But the other key thing that I want to point out that will make you better at sex or good at sex is avoid looking at other people sexually. So avoid pornography, but also avoid accidental habitual glances at other people. Okay, sexual glances. It's very easy. It's too common. I mean, it's like it happens too easily. You're just, somebody walks past you, you look at them, and then you look the other way, and it just becomes a habit. Try to break that habit. Why is that important? So all the stuff I'm saying, yes, is backed up with logic and science and blah blah blah. But let me explain why. Why is it important? So if you're overlooking at other people sexually who you're not going to have sex with, then you kind of have this, we have this habit of thinking the grass is greener on the other side, right? So we go, if only my wife or husband or whatever was like that and like that and like that. But you don't think that same person who you just looked at and you like one tiny bit of their body or something, you don't know how horrible whatever they are, all the other bits of their body, or you don't know, you might not like their face and you might like their backside or something. What is that? That's stupidity. It's not stupidity, it's a human weakness that we're trying to overcome. And why are we trying to overcome? I don't want this. On my videos are not about don't do this, don't do that. It's more about, if you give up this small thing, you get this big thing. Okay, and it's also about making the world a better place, right? So we don't just get this big thing, which is a better world and a nicer place to live with, and much happier, blah blah. Every small thing you do that is a good thing. You get benefits from that. You become a better person. You become more capable. Blah blah blah. Emotionally, you're happier because of it. So stop this habit that doesn't make you a better person, makes you more of an animal in the negative, very limited sense of the word, right? It makes you, and makes your brain is very open to suggestion, so control what comes into it. Yeah? So to keep it simple, be a good person. You'll have sex better because you can relate to other people. You're more in tune with the person you're having sex with, right? You need to be able to do that. And the other thing was, forgot now. What was it? It was don't look other people and sexually. Now, I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. I am far, far from perfect, right? Okay, it's a spiritual habit not to overdo talking about secret weaknesses. Yeah, don't talk about. So I'm not telling you all the bad things I've done, right? Okay, but I'm telling you I'm definitely not perfect. Okay, to put it mildly. Okay, so what I'm trying to say by that is that I'm not saying, oh, don't do this, don't do that, because what I'm trying to say is, if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah? And I'm definitely not perfect at everything I'm telling you to do. I'm saying just try to do these things and it'll make you better. The more you do it, the more you're better at it, okay? And don't beat yourself up by not being perfect at the things I'm saying. You can't be perfectly good or avoid looking at all rude things straight away. Okay? I don't. Yeah, I'm not perfect at all. Yeah? I'm saying take one step and you'll benefit 10 times more than that. And every time you take a good step forward, all sorts of good things open up to you. Yeah, bad things will still happen to you, but you will deal with them better and all this kind of stuff. I'm kind of veering off onto another topic altogether now. Please do check out my videos, ask me questions. If there's anything you don't understand about my videos, I'm your brother. I'm there for you basically. So ask your questions. There's lots of stuff I kind of need to explain, I suppose. Like, what does it mean that you should be good at sex? Good at sex means a couple of things, I suppose. What's a measure for that? First of all, that you don't last 1 minute, you last hours. Yeah, and it's very possible. And there's also things that I need to explain. Why should I suppose if you contemplate on the things I'm saying, hopefully it makes sense. And a lot of things aren't just logically, they shouldn't just make sense logically, but when you feel them or you listen to them, they go, that is so true. My heart really agrees with that. Okay, that's a good sign of the truth. The truth is a thing that is within us all. We all accept this amazing thing called the truth. And hopefully you'll feel that. But I want to explain more about why it's important to be good, and the other thing, which is not look at other people. So the reason why you need to be good at sex is when you're having sex, you have to have a fine balance between your pleasure and the other person's pleasure. Okay? So to some extent you have to control your own pleasure, otherwise you won't be able to connect with the other person, and you'll also be finished. Like if you're a man, this must be some children who might come across this, so I'm being a bit careful in my videos, but let me just say you'll finish very quickly if you just focus on your own pleasure. So that's one thing. And also, if you focus on your own pleasure, you're not connecting with the other person. That's one thing. That's another thing I should say. There is another thing. Okay, please ask me questions because I'm going to forget. And I'm trying to avoid making my videos too long either, because I think people might not listen to them if they're too long. So the thing I want to finish off with is... what was it? Yes, how does it change the world if you're good at sex? You see, sex is really important to people. It's important to everybody who's fairly young. And sex is good. This is kind of another important point within committed relationships. Otherwise, it's like dealing with a tree. It's like dealing with an innate object or something. It doesn't work very well. So that's a really important thing, actually. Okay, and so these stable relationships build stable families, which are really important for stable societies. Okay, people might not like this kind of conservative idea, where they've been linked with conservative, maybe boring and controlling people, right? They usually give off these values of strong families. You must have a good family and a stable family and everything for society. But these are important ideas. Just because some boring people say it doesn't mean it's not true. Is what I'm trying to say. So we need stable families and things like that. And when you do good things like be a good husband or be a good wife, then you will have these perks, these side benefits of better sex. Okay, and these are part of statistics. Okay, now I need to give some statistics, don't I? So basically, in short, being good at sex makes happier marriages, or both. It works both ways, right? So if you're a good husband or a good wife, then you'll have better sex and you'll be happier in your marriage, blah blah blah, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, and you can probably think of other reasons, but I'm trying to move forward with. I'm going to put a link, at least one link, on why you shouldn't watch pornography, and I think I'll end with that. I hope this talk has been useful. And please comment and ask questions. I'm here to answer them. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.